Offgrid Amy 717. Now, lately I've been doing a lot of goofing around. I'm going to blame it on the summer heat, but I'm going to talk about something a little bit serious today. Well, serious if you're thinking about going off grid. Let's get into it. Okay. If you're thinking about going off grid, word of advice. If it works, it's because you made it work. If it doesn't work, it either means you have to fix it or you did something wrong. That's just the cold hard truth. I don't care what it is you're working on, whether it's gardening, electrical, mechanical, solar, water, anything you need, including bugs and gnats and mosquitoes and flies. You got to do it. You got to do it. And there are times when it might try your patience a bit. But learning is a healthy experience. Not always fun. Sometimes it's painful. But it's always rewarding. Always. And that's the way it is. Living off grid. Or living a simple life. Maybe you can't afford to pay a plumber or electrician or this or that, or you just got to learn it. I mean, this is something that applies whether you're living off grid or not. And I'm going to take a second here. I'm about 40 foot off the road. So right behind me it drops off. And man, I'll tell you, it's beautiful. Now I'm just going to give you here a little panoramic view, whatever they call it. Panoramic. But yeah, one day I want to go for my little Honda Navi ride, my mini moto, and just take pictures of all the mountains and valleys that are around us. Okay, are you ready for this fast move? Whoop! I'm back. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this winter and this spring was a perfect example of you have to be prepared. I mean, I'm into redundancy. What that means is I have more than one system or way to get something done, and backups and backups and backups. But a good example is my one solar array went out this winter. And once again, who is to blame? Was it faulty equipment or faulty workmanship? Faulty workmanship. Bad ground caused the whole system to crap out. Yeah, I did that. It also led to a whole bunch of extra work because my off-grid mindset says, hey, figure out the problem later. Just get something running now. Now, I have multiple generators, but I'm not a fan of feeding gas into a machine when there's a solution that I can come up with that's not going to require gas and noise and the smell of gas. So, yeah, what I did was I quick threw in a replacement part where I thought the problem was, and that's when I realized the problem wasn't what I thought it was, and I figured out what it was and corrected it. And I thought, well, the replacement part was already in, which was not new. It was a replacement, it was an old one from an upgraded system. So, yeah, who had to do that? Me. I broke it, I fixed it. Stupid way of looking at it, but hey, that happens sometimes. Didn't really break it, because in order to break something, it has to be right to begin with. And it was never right to begin with. But anyway, if you're not equipped with the mindset that you're going to learn and do what you have to do and figure things out, you either better have a job where you make a lot of money, or you better have an attitude where you're willing to learn whatever you have to learn, whether you like it or not. And you know, lately I've been hearing people talk about their bathroom systems, Offgrid. And you know, I'm not going to lie, in one way, shape, or form, we're kind of all doing the same thing. And I'm not going to say somebody's system's better than another person's. I mean, there are some people whose system just downright suck. But I think we all know that. Probably even the person using it knows that. But yeah, we are the sewer company too. We are the power company. We are the water company. We are the land management. And feel free to add 100 more titles to the hat you're wearing. So, this is my blues hat. Well, blues may be a form of music, baby, but out here I ain't got no blues. But I do have work shoes. A good pair of work shoes helps. Yeah, I just felt I had to share that with you. Yeah, if you're going to be wanting to do it, this type of living and everything, and you rely on things, you also need a inventory of tools, lots of tools, equipment. Yep, you need equipment. You need parts. And in this day and age, if you want something, depending on what it is, especially if you're talking solar, you think you're going to call, hey, I need this part, or get online like a zombie and get that charge controller in 24 hours, it's not going to happen. I don't even know, to be honest with you, I don't even know where I could buy a charge controller locally if I needed one. I just have no clue. We have solar outfits here. They will not sell you equipment, and they have no desire to, but they will sell you a mighty fine system that you're going to pay way too much for, and probably by the time it's paid off, it's about shot. Yeah, if it's not shot before. But that's just, you're it, baby. You're numero uno. Who do I call when something goes wrong? Who do I call when I can't fix something that goes wrong? Has it ever happened? There are some things I do not do. I have a propane stove, and I had to move my gas line outside. I don't know what for. I had some plan to do something, and the gas line needed moved. I'm not doing that. I'm not working with gas pipe. I'm not working with threaded stuff, and I'm not doing that. So I did, one time, I called up a professional to do it. And I think in, I don't know, what is it, 6 or 7 years of being here, that might have been the first time. But anyway, folks, what I'm getting at is, if you want to live a simple life, you better start hitting some books. You better know what you're getting into before you do it, because nowadays I'm seeing more and more people who are making the switch just to run back to their cities, and all the time and effort and pain and suffering, the money, what they put their kids through, they should have just stayed in the doggone cities to begin with, because everybody's got to be on board. And when I say on board, I'm not talking wishy-washy on board for a year, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, everybody's got to be on board. Out here, I am everybody. Except my son does come here on Saturdays and whenever he can, which is not as much as what he would like, but man, I'll tell you what, I don't think there's a weekend that he comes up here on a Saturday, and we got a list of stuff we do, and we normally hit it pretty doggone hard. And that's just the way it is. There's always something to do. And if you don't like work, don't do it. If you're the wife of somebody that's eager and you're not, don't do it. It's not fair to him. You'll be miserable, and then he's got to deal with everything plus you. That may sound pretty cold, but let me tell you, a lot of times that's the reason people get into it and get out of it in a year or two. That's about all I'm going to say about that. But anyway, you all have a blessed day. I just wanted to try and have semi-serious talk. Yeah, I know, it's me. How can I be serious about anything? But y'all have a blessed day. Get out in nature. Take a deep breath. I'm telling you, this is how it was meant to be. Truly. Adios.